Hi, my sweet babies. Happy birthday to the May 2nd babies out there. We're going to check in and see what message is coming in here for the next 24 hours for all of those who are drawn to this video. Depending on where you are in the world, May 2nd may have already come and gone, even though it's May 2nd where I am. Or you might see this video in a few days or weeks or a year. So we're setting the intention that you find this video for the next 24 hours that this message is meant for you. So what's coming up for the next 24 hours for all those who stumble upon this video? Ooh, we have the devil, my darlings. Now, positive aspects of this card. First and foremost, it is a major arcana card. And when the major arcana cards come up, we are at a significant new chapter in our life, a defining moment. We're dealing with things that we came here to master. We're dealing with things that we came here to experience. Sorry, I'm moving the table here. We're dealing with things that we came here to experience and things that we came here to master and grow. So there's a sense of a transition or a crossroads, and we can't fail because these are the times that our angels and guides are around us. Like our spiritual team is with us. This is one of those defining moments. So as long as we're moving forward, we're not going to fail. We're only going to fail if we give up. When we see the major arcana cards, the positive aspects of this card, it can be for some of you coming into Capricorn energy. Maybe some of you have Capricorn placements and there could be big changes or big shifts for you in those areas of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn that it's going to be something significant for you. If you are a Capricorn, there can be a moment of coming into authenticity and coming into power for you. If this is just the way that I read as a reader, if I'm reading for you and your major arcana card comes up for your zodiac sign, it's telling me this is a moment of you stepping into your power, stepping into your authenticity. Okay? Now, some of us may be experiencing a different aspect or a different part of this card. And the devil can come up when we are too scared to step out of a situation. It can come up when we're being way too critical or way too hard on ourselves. It can come up when we're putting way too much emphasis and way too much importance on status, title, and money. Okay? So the way that I'm feeling the energy from this card, as a reader, we have to read the energy and get the feeling of which aspect is coming up. And what I'm feeling is negative ego. That's what I'm feeling strongest from this card. I think for 99.1%, I won't say 99.9, 99.1%, a lot of us are coming into a time that we're going to have to really, really be keeping our negative ego in check, especially since we had the eclipsed new moon on April 30th. Since it's an eclipsed moon, this energy is going to be around for a good 6 months. And the new moon is a time that we manifest, that we create. We're also coming into this awakening, into a time of ascension. You want to call it stepping into 5D or a new light age or whatever you want to refer to it as. This is a big shift that we're going through as the human race, So when there's big changes coming in like this, we're going to have big changes in our personal life as well. And anytime big changes are coming in, the negative ego hates it. Even when the changes are going to be good, even when the changes are going to be positive, negative ego hates change. And the closer you are to the change, the meaner and the louder and the more persistent the negative ego is going to come in and tell you that you're so stupid, you should just give up, oh my gosh, you're going to fall on your face, you're going to look like an idiot. You know, what makes you think that you're so special, that you're going to succeed when so many other people try and they fail? You know, what makes you so great? The negative ego is going to come in really hard. And it's up to us to be present. It's up to us to be grounded and to be present and to be paying attention to our thoughts so that we can catch it when this comes up. Sometimes there's so many negative thoughts going through our head, just kind of on autopilot, that it's making us feel terrible. It's making us feel sad, but we're on autopilot. We don't even realize it. So if you can be present and paying attention to your thoughts, or if you catch yourself feeling sad, does that ever happen to you? Let me know in the comments. It used to happen to me all the time. Some years ago, before I started my healing, before I started my spiritual path, um, I would just be sad and I'd be like, I don't know why I'm sad. I just got really sad all of a sudden. And then I learned to be mindful. I learned to be present and in the moment. And then I'm like, oh, no wonder I'm sad. No wonder I'm sad. I've got some terrible, mean thoughts in my head right now. Wow, I am just tearing into myself right now. No wonder I got sad all of a sudden. It's like we don't even realize. We don't even realize that our brain is doing that to us. So try to be mindful of your thoughts. And if you're feeling sad, okay, why am I feeling sad? What's going on in my head right now? Be present. And you have to remind yourself, wow, I must be really close to a massive shift. I must be really close to a really big breakthrough because negative ego is coming down hard right now, right? Negative ego is desperate. And negative ego cannot stop God or the universe from reaching out and blessing us. But what negative ego can do is tear us down and discourage us so much that we don't show up for the blessing. Don't let that happen. Be present and mindful. Pay attention to your thoughts. You can also pray, meditate, sage yourself, smudge yourself, maybe get your essential oils going. I used to carry my crystals around with me all the time. And ladies, some of us, we would put the crystals in the bras. If you need to do that or whatever you need to do, go ahead and do it. Anything that you can do to set the intention, you know? Whatever you want to do, but do what you need to do so that you're setting the intention and you're setting those boundaries for yourself and you're staying mindful and you're keeping your vibration high. I'm gonna say this for everybody. This is a really good time to like do a nice deep spring cleaning, because what a lot of people don't realize and a lot of people don't understand is that objects retain energy. I love antiques. I love going antiquing. But I walk into an antique store, and as an empath and as someone who's sensitive to energy and as somebody who does house clearings and ghost bustings, uh, the antique stores don't feel great to me. They really don't. So anything that you're bringing home, like, it's not a bad idea. You're getting something from an antique place or from a yard sale or whatever, not a bad idea to smudge it. I like to sage it. I'll wipe it down with some Florida water. I'll clear it before I bring it into my home. And then the objects that are in your home, those absorb energy over time. So pay attention, go through your things. Is there anything that was a gift to you from someone that you just don't like their energy? You can sage or smudge that object, or you can give it away to somebody else, or you could sell it. Um, Anything that is bringing you like sad memories or anything like that. Anything that you need to get out of your space because it has a connection to a sad time or a sad memory, or just to somebody that you don't want to have a connection with anymore. As I said, you don't have to get rid of your stuff. You can sage and smudge them or clear them or pray over them. But maybe it's a good idea to just kind of donate a bunch of stuff right now for some of you, or to sell a bunch of stuff right now for some of you. um and so also don't get too caught up in the ego about your your status or your title or your income, right? Your worth, your identity, your value, you were born with that. You came into this earth, you came onto this planet with that from day one. It's not something that you have to establish or create. You're already it. You were born it, and it doesn't change or fluctuate whether you're unemployed or a CEO or a janitor or an astrophysicist, or if you have zero money or billions of dollars, or if you're homeless, or if you live in a mansion, your identity, your worth, your value is the same. We're all equal. All this other stuff is an illusion, and it doesn't make you a different person, right? It doesn't make you somebody else. So some people are like, I have to be somebody, or I have to prove myself. You already are somebody, and there's really nothing to prove. And so if you're going after things, trying to manifest them because you're wanting to be something, sometimes the manifestation gets delayed because we need to learn that we already are something. Our title is not tied to that. You might be putting way too much importance on your bank account right now. I feel like some of you wanted to do something and you're delaying it, or you're putting it off because you're saying, well, let me have some more success first, or let me have some more money first, right? Maybe you were wanting to uh, apply for something and you're like, well, let me try to get more success. You don't know. Go for it, apply for it. If you're meant to be there, you're going to end up there. Or you want to collaborate with somebody, but you're like, well, I don't know, maybe my stuff's not good enough. Maybe I have to have better stuff before I approach this person. Or you're wanting to date somebody, you're wanting to get to know somebody, but you're like, oh gosh, but all my clothes are really crappy, or I don't like the way my place is right now, or, I'm just checking my bank account. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. No, all that stuff doesn't matter. Don't allow that to keep you from going for things. How are you going to grow? How are you going to advance if you're waiting for growth to happen so you can do things? So you're not doing things because you want growth. It's like a catch 22. You have to get out there and do it, and that's where the growth is going to come from. Don't tie yourself up and just be in this like non-existent situation, this boring standstill, because you're like, well, I don't deserve to go after that yet because I have to progress more. So you're not going after opportunities because you think that you have to get started somewhere. So don't judge yourself, and don't compare yourself to others. Okay. For some of you, this might be a really good time to take a social media break. Might be a good idea to unplug from TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, or whatever else apps people are on right now, because a lot of it is fake and a lot of it is an illusion. And you look at these people and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, they have so much more than me. They're so successful. Oh my gosh, their post got 5,000 likes. My post got 2 likes. Oh my gosh, they have 500,000 followers. They have 1 million followers. I have 500 followers, or I have 20 followers, or whatever it is. Don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. That doesn't mean that they're doing something more valuable than you, or that they're worth more than you, or that they're even happy. Okay? So you might be putting way too much importance on status right now, and it's keeping you from living your life. And it's putting you in this cage of like sad loneliness, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. There are always going to be things about ourselves that we want to change and that we want to improve. And the right people are going to love you unconditionally, and they're going to accept you for where you're at. And when there's things that you want to improve, they'll encourage you. They'll say, hey, that's great. I really love that you're on this journey of self improvement. Is there anything that I can do to support you with that? Is there anything I can do to encourage you with that? Or they'll just say, good job, keep going. Stay away from anybody who tells you that you can't change. Those are the people that they're very insecure, and they don't want to see you changing anything about you, because like the devil, they want to hold on to you. They want to have control of you. They feel that if you make changes, all of a sudden you're going to get too confident, or other people are going to notice you, or better opportunities are going to come along, and then they're going to lose you. So what do? They convince you that you can't change. They convince you that you can't succeed because in their sick, twisted way, they can't bear to see you go, and that's how they manage to hold on to you. So pay attention to anybody that makes you feel like you can't change or you can't succeed or that you should just give up. It's stupid. Like you're being stupid for hoping. These are just people that want to hold on to you. So break out of that bondage. If we don't break out of the bondage, the universe gives us time, our angels gives us time, our angels give us time to break out of that bondage. But when we start running out of time, when we start to disconnect from divine timing, our angels will come in with the tower and give us that cosmic prison break to free us from the devil so that we stay on track, so that we don't miss out, so that we're not too late for things in the future. So if you hate tower moments, you have to overcome this fear. You have to overcome this fear and push through this fear. You can ask Archangel Jophiel to help you. Dear Archangel Jophiel, thank you for helping me and filling my mind with positive thoughts. Thank you for helping me to see myself and love myself the way that heaven sees me. Thank you for helping me to see others and love others as heaven sees them. Thank you for bringing beauty and positivity into my life. Thank you for helping me to see the beauty that I possess. Thank you for helping me to see the beauty all around me. Keep in mind when you're asking for help to see others as heaven sees them, that's not just about being patient or understanding or forgiving. Some of you are like, oh no, I already know we're all children of God. I'm already a forgiving person. I don't judge people for where they are on their path. But on the other hand, you might be putting people up on a pedestal. You might be seeing them as way better than you. But if you see others as heaven sees them, you're going to see we're all equal in every aspect. Not just in terms of making mistakes or learning, but in terms of identity, in terms of value, in terms of worth, in terms of importance. We're all the same. And then you can ask Archangel Raphael to help you, dear Archangel, I said Raphael. Raphael is great for healing. I meant to say Michael. Dear Archangel Michael, thank you for filling my heart with courage. Thank you for filling my heart with love and light. Thank you for removing fear from my heart. Thank you for filling my heart with love, light, and courage. And so these are some affirmations, or if you like to work with the angels, that can be helpful as well. But there's just a lot of illusion right now, and we're so close to a massive breakthrough that this lower energy is desperate to hold on to us, right? It makes me think of 1 Peter 5:8. That's a scripture that got drilled in my head when I was young and I was going to church and I was training to be a missionary. And it says, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. And some translations go on to say, for he knows his time is short. We're coming into a light age. And we've heard, oh, the rapture is coming. Oh, the end of days is coming. Oh, Armageddon is coming. Oh, we're shifting into 5D. There are so many ways to try to explain the shift that we're in right now. But this shift is about ascension. It's about coming into higher vibration. It's about the old ways being done away with and coming into light and coming into love. And we're at the threshold of that transition. So all the negative energies are just holding on for dear life right now. They're holding on for dear life, and they're trying to hook into us. They're trying to keep us from making this ascension. So Be mindful, be present in your thoughts. Don't numb yourself emotionally. Work through it, and you'll break out of any kind of mental prison. You'll break out of these fears, and the negative ego won't be able to stop you from receiving your blessings. All right, my dears? You may want to check out your weekly forecasts. Those are linked in the description of this video. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of this video that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. What else here? Love readings for May are linked in the description of this video. And I guess that's about it, guys. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead. Take care. Be well. See you all tomorrow.